What's going on, guys? Lift Your Good Zombies here, back with another PoGo video, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about the upcoming 7th anniversary event. This event has gone live in some countries around the world, such as New Zealand and Australia. I've already done some gameplay of this event already, so I pretty much know everything that is featured in this event, and I want to share it with you guys today. So, some of the things that we're going to talk about in today's video, guys, is secret bonuses featured in this event, and also I'm just going to answer some questions that a lot of people were asking, such as shadow costumes and some other things too. But the first thing I want to talk about, guys, is the featured spawns, because it was kind of confusing as to how the spawns were going to work in this event. So do remember, this is the wild encounters list right here. So it says that Squirtle, Pikachu, Meowth, Ponyta, Togedemaru, Galar, Ponyta, and Absol will be spawning pretty much the entire time, right? But it was saying on the infographic that these Pokemon would spawn more often on these certain days. But the question was, would those Pokemon spawn the entire time too, but just at a lower spawn rate? Well, I pretty much know the answer to that question. These Pokemon, such as Gen 2 starters, Gen 3 starters, they will only spawn on their specific day, because I played again in New Zealand and I saw no spawns of Gen 2 starters, Gen 3, Gen 4, 5, 6, 7. None of those were spawning on day 1 of the event, but the spawn rate for Party Hat, Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur was very, very good. And also on the infographic, it doesn't show party hats on Bulbasaur and Charmander, but again, they do have their party hats in the wild. And the spawn rate for all 3 Gen 1 party hat starters, the spawn rate is very good. But some questions that people were asking before the event started was if these 3 are gonna be shiny boosted in the wild. Now, in the past, they have been shiny boosted, but back then, most of the time, they were not even allowed to spawn. They were either in like 7Ks or research tasks only or raids only. So they never spawned that much before in the past, but now, since they are spawning at a very high spawn rate, these Pokemon are full odds. So about 1 in 512 shiny rate on the Party Hat starter Pokemon from the Kanto region. Now, the other question is, will Party Hat Bulbasaur and Charmander spawn in the wild after day 1? They should not be spawning in the wild after day 1, but Party Hat Squirtle will remain spawning the entire time because it's Pokemon number 7 in the Pokedex. But again, if you want Party Hat Bulbasaur and Party Hat Charmander for free, you have to go for them on day 1 of the event, which starts July 6th at 10 a.m. local time. Otherwise, you will have to raid them in 1-star raids. And also, another question that people were asking me is if the field research task encounters of the Gen 1 starters, if they were costumed in research too. The answer is no. So if you guys get a quest encounter for the Gen 1 starters, they are not going to have their party hats. And also, when the event starts too, the Gen 1 starters do get disabled from nesting. I had a Squirtle nest saved in New Zealand, and when the event started, it changed into a Nidoran male nest. So they are also disabled from the nesting pool too when the event starts. And now another key question, a good question I was getting asked a lot before the event started, is will the Party Hat starters be with shadow grunts? Because remember, the male grunt that says winning is for winners does give you an encounter with any of the Gen 1 starters. It's a random chance, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or Charmander. So will they be costumed in that Team Rocket grunt? The answer is no. You are not able to get a shadow or a shiny shadow party hat Kanto starter. It's not possible. I was hoping it would be, but it's not. So again, a pretty big letdown that there's no shadow party hat starters, because I was hoping to go for a shady party hat Charmander. That would be sick and super rare for the collection, but again, it's not possible, so don't even look out for one. And the last thing I want to talk about in today's video, guys, another cool thing that is secretly featured in the event, it was not mentioned on the blog post or infographic. Party Hat Blastoise spawns are spawn boosted for the event. You will be able to see quite a few Party Hat Blastoise spawns, and yes, it is shiny boosted because the Mega is in the game, so a 1 in 64 shiny rate on a Party Hat Blastoise spawn. They are a little spawn boosted during the event. I found about 6 to 8 earlier in my stream, so yeah, they are a little spawn boosted, a little bit rare, but you guys will be able to find one, especially if you don't have one in your Pokedex. It'll be shadowed on your nearby, so you can track it down pretty easily. And also, Dragonite. Dragonite is spawn boosted for the event. I found about 4 or 5 during my stream earlier as well. So yeah, Dragonite is a little spawn boosted for the anniversary event too, which makes sense. It's also a Kanto Pokemon too, and it's, you know, a fan favorite for a lot of players. So yeah, Dragonite is also spawn boosted for the event. So if you guys need a better IV Dragonite or farm some candy, you guys can catch some during the event as well. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that you need to know before you play this event, because a lot of the stuff was not obviously answered on their website or their infographic. So again, I went over pretty much everything that you guys need to know about the event. So please comment your thoughts down below, guys, about the event. If you've played it already, let me know how you guys feel about the event, especially day 1 gameplay too, since day 1 does feature all the Gen 1 starters and their party hats. So yeah, let me know. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.